field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Topper! Hey, orbit. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught here by Bell. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
High 7. Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike, 55. Now.
2nd and 9 now. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, defense, let's go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Mike, here we go. 180! Hey, watch your leg. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'm coming. Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 55. Get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete. It's Bell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
A give to Cook out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
12. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Set, ready? 15 line. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Here's Samuels. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
47-yard line.
I'm scared. Hey, zoom. Check right. Watching your 5. I don't think you got it, son. 5.
Back to throw here. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Watch the backer.
2nd and 14. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
61, matchbox lights. Check, crunch. Hey, echo. Crunch. '54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check down.
2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. He don't know no better. Ready?
Now back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They come out here in the eye.
50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go.
Now here's Olison. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Whoosh.
Cook able to escape, and he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo setting up the screen for Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First carry for James Conner. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Night, sweetheart. Mike 54. Mike 54. Got one. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Get it.
2nd and 6. Complete to Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run with Samuels, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 60 or. 54. Smith. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check tight. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's our time. What? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Rip left.
2nd and 11. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And it's taken in at the 9. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
First down, Minnesota.
On your team. Go team, spell. Check 4, check 4.
Draw play, Madison. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go with Boone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, check. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Ready?
2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's our field. It's our field.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. Be ready. Be ready. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line. Let's get it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Let's go. 8, read. 55, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. 5.
He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 11.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 99.
Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I got you.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. Mike 58 right there. Target. Tight guard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Set. 12, here we go. Hey, gun. I got this. Don't get nervous. Hey, gun. Black. Let's go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
I got this.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Two.
Second and 8 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
White. 58.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Kill. 13.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50. Hey, alert!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
54's Mike.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that